Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights with Malcolm Erikson, the Paladin. Alright, let's talk.
Hail to ye!
Let me see your wares. He's favorable, yay! Alright, so I believe this guy is not just any regular vendor, but probably a fence of some sort. So if I ever find any stuff that's stolen, I can sell it to him. Most likely. But right now he doesn't really have anything I need. Alright. Giles?
What?
I sense the stink of tear upon ye. I hear that Olaf has you running our errands. Maybe it displeases you. Care to hear an offer? Speak, but waste my time and you'll regret it. Ah, you answer rude and rough. Are you what I need? Can you steal or kill? Are you an indignant lackey of Tyr? I do not commit evil acts. I'm sure your quaint morality lets you sleep deep and long. Come back when you're tired of being an errand boy for Tyr and Olaf. But I'm a paladin, that's most likely never. Let's see. And that's pretty much all the people here in the Moonstone mask that I really want to see or talk to. I mean, I know there's entertainment upstairs, but all in all, that's not all that entertaining. So instead, we'll just loot this plague fire victim for some more potions of bark skin, and move on to the let's see, the trade of blades. Yeah, if you choose not to go with Tommy on the gallows, you can come here to find more mercenaries willing to join your side. Alright, let's unflag all these, otherwise the blinking of the thing will drive me nuts. Right, so here we have Dalen Red Tiger. He can stay where he is. Let's see, how much money do I have? 500. Well, let's start at the back. Are you coming, Tommy?
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
Actually, wait a moment.
Eh? What?
Just wait here for a moment. Not for any particular reason, but that means I just don't have to go back and forth all the damn time. Alright, so first, probably one of my second favorites. Linu, Elven names. Sometimes they just smoothly roll off the tongue, and otherwise they'll get my tongue in a twist. Laral. While rubbing a stain off his shirt, this young elf glances around with a cheerful visage, yet there is a hardiness that belies her gentle exterior.
Please now, I already told you that I didn't mean to step on your cat. It ran right in front. Oh, you're not that other one.
Oh goodness, how embarrassing. Why does this always happen to me? Who are you? Before I tell you anything about me, I would like to ask you a question, if you don't mind. Go ahead. You're not one of those dirty, underhanded, conniving thief types, are you? No, I'm not. Why do you ask? I have had nothing but problems with irritating, despicable thieves ever since I left. But that's not important right now. Let me introduce myself. Okay. My name is Linu Laral, a devout priest of Sayanin Moonbow. I seek to continue my adventures by hiring myself out as a healer. Well, why are you here in the barracks rather than helping the plague victims? Oh, I came to the city believing that I could stem the tide of this plague with the powers of Sayanin. Alas, it justified my every attempt to find a cure. I worked long, hard hours in the Temple of Tyr, trying to alleviate the pain of the sick. Finally, after working through several days and nights, I was exhausted. When I tried to stand, I fainted. Then what happened? Well, I fell over and bumped into a glass statue of the symbol of Tyr. One of the balance plates flew across the room and smashed spectacularly right above the head of the High Priest. The crash was so shocking that the priest sat down right on top of a rather large shard of glass. I'm sure it healed up just fine once they stripped him and pulled it out. I was unhurt, but the other priests didn't seem too concerned about that at the time. They asked me to find someone else to help with the wounded, as if it was my fault somehow. Are you really that clumsy? I'm not really clumsy. I was just tired. My troubles don't come from a lack of dexterity, so much as my poor timing. Don't worry, I'm good in a fight, and an excellent healer. Each day I've been assisting victims of the plague in the slums, in the Blackgate district, where they lie in the streets, ignored by the residents and guards alike. Well, that's good of you. Well, not anymore. The last time I visited there was a couple of days ago. I was attempting to help a sick old woman off the street, when I was set upon by several thugs. They attacked you while you were helping plague victims? People are terribly discouraged, because they figure they're going to catch the wailing death, so they aren't overly concerned with morals. In their desperation they turn to theft, or worse. I want to go back and help, but what can I do? I think that if I could earn some more experience and maybe become gold, I might be able to make a difference. Do you know anything about the Blackgate district? Some of the rich nobles have collected exotic animals and made a zoo. For their entertainment, the conditions at the zoo are supposed to be disgusting, and the animals have been mistreated. There should have been something about it, but the sick and dying in the city are enough misery for anyone. I heard there's a druid here in the core who's looking for someone to help free the animals. If you want to go to Blackgate district, you'll have to cross the slums. Plenty of looters would like to stick a knife in you, so having someone who can guard your back and heal your wounds is a good idea. Now, what I need is someone to assist me on the mission. I want to trust you and need the work, but I don't care to be involved in any shady deals. Perhaps you could tell me more about this mission? Well, obviously it must stay confidential, so I work for Lady Erebeth. I must find several missing creatures that might be used to find a plague cure. Erebeth has worked hard to combat this plague, so I'm sure I can trust her instincts in this matter. I would love to work for you, if we can agree upon a fair price for my services. My goal in life is to get through a minimum of pain, but sometimes one has to aim for simple survival. To achieve that, you will need an experienced healer. I promise I will do my best to keep you in excellent health. Only 200 gold pieces and you will gain the talents of one who can heal and fight. Well, how about 150? You seem like an agreeable man to work with, dear Malcolm. 150 it is, and all my skills are yours to command. I will follow you and perform the best of my abilities according to the orders you have given me. Anytime you wish to give me other orders, just talk to me, and I'll do it, yada yada yada. Alright, Linu, come with me. Yes, and there is a purpose behind this. I intend to get all the items you get for helping your henchmen on their side quests. However, I am not particularly charmed by the idea that you have to walk all over this place to talk to them.
Dear. What can I do for you?
Alright. That's fine for now. So I'll just put them all here. I don't think I have enough money to hire them all, but if I can, at the very least talk them down a little bit. Besides, at least hearing their stories is somewhat interesting anyway. Here we have Boddyknock Nickel. This gnome sorcerer's brow is perpetually furrowed into wrinkles of intense concentration as he studies the world around him with careful and analytical gaze.
Hello there. You don't have the look of one of those Neverwinter soldiers about you. Neither do you show any evidence of having contracted the plague.
But you have a certain bearing about you that distinguishes you from the ordinary citizen. Based on my observations, I'd venture the hypothesis that you are an adventurer, correct? Well, you are right. I am an adventurer. My name is Malcolm Maestro Erikson. Who are you? I am Boddyknock, a gnome sorcerer from the island of Lantern, who has only recently arrived in Neverwinter. Lantern? Isn't it the place where all those crazy inventions come from? My homeland does have a reputation for producing marvelous machines and outlandish contraptions not otherwise known in Faerun. We Lanternese are a people guided by analytical principles of science, observation, reason and logic. But don't allow yourself to be misled by my rumors and hearsay. We aren't all cookie inventors, as some would have you believe. I myself am a sorcerer, for example. A sorcerer? I thought Lantern looked down on magic. The Lanternese people do not disparage magic, though many do not understand it. However, in my land we rely on arcane far less than the other peoples of Faerun. We prefer to seek a scientific solution to a problem rather than a magical one. Often, though, through observation and experimentation, a problem can be solved without resorting to magecraft. Of course, sometimes a little touch of the arcane is a good thing. When the situation is appropriate, I do not hesitate to use my powers, Malcolm. I may be from Lantern, but I am, first and foremost, a sorcerer. Oh, what are you doing in Neverwinter? I left my home some time ago to experience the broader world. It is not uncommon for the people of my island to undertake such a journey. I was exploring the northern Sword Coast when I heard rumblings of a previously unknown plague breaking out in Neverwinter. In the name of scientific discovery, I came to investigate and catalogue the new illness. Fortunately, I arrived before the city was quarantined. I decided to begin my investigations with the wailing death in the Beggar's Nest. Well, why the Beggar's Nest? From all the accounts I gathered, it was generally agreed that the Beggar's Nest was where the outbreak began. I thought the best way to learn about the plague was to trace it back to its source. And when I learned the clerics were unable to combat the plague, I thought I could apply the scientific principles of Lantern to discover a more mundane cure. Unfortunately, I had to end my investigations into the Beggar's Nest mere days after they began. Far too short a time to conduct a proper study of the situation. Oh, why did you stop your investigations? It is difficult to conduct a serious scientific analysis when you are constantly besieged by zombies. Much as I wanted to continue my research, I was not about to throw my life away to do it. However, the zombie infestation struck me as more than mere coincidence. I suspect there may be more than a casual relationship between the animated corpses in the district and the outbreak of the plague itself. While the zombies continue to wander at the district, I cannot test my theory, but I suspect information that could lead to a cure can be found within the Beggar's Nest. Well, actually, I'm looking for some hired help to assist me on my mission. Your mission? And what mission would that be exactly? Well, I work for Lady Airbeth. I've been instructed to find several creatures that might be used to find the plague cure. Yes, I suppose extracting a cure from certain reagents could be a possible method of countering the rapid spread of the epidemic. Given my own knowledge of my own scientific interest in plague, I would be glad to accompany you in your mission, Malcolm. All evidence seems to indicate you are a capable man who isn't afraid of a little adventure and exploration. I'll join up with you for 200 gold pieces. Well, how about 150? You don't seem like a bad sort to work for, and I guess it's only logical that we should do a little bartering. What about we compromise at 175? That's a deal. Every expedition needs a leader. Since you're paying, it's only logical that you should be the one in charge. I'll use my spells and skills to help you as we go out, and you can change my tactics by talking to me, and yada yada yada. Alright, move over here to the rest of the parade.
Is there something you need?
Reading the part weights now, yes. Not you. I mean, I like Dalen somewhat. He's a very capable fighter, although I'm not too charmed about fighters that run around in leather armor. It doesn't matter much though, he is very strong, very capable, and a good sponge for damage. I don't need him though. Let's see, I still have 200 left. You know, I think I've wasted enough time with this. So, Tommy?
I figured it.
So easy to pick up and go. And that's pretty much all we need to do in the city core. So let's head to the Peninsula district. Clancy, do you have anything to say?
Greetings.
Nope. Not really. How about you, Salter?
I greet you, my child.
Please, good sir, can you help? We have lost family to the plague and escaped conflicts in the Peninsula district to prevent us from even mourning in our own homes. Could I ask you some questions? I don't know what someone like me could tell you. All I know is that none of us can go home. The guards do nothing. The Peninsula is unimportant with the plague taking a larger toll. Perhaps I could help. I don't know if you can or not. I'm not sure what has gone wrong in there. I just know that if we try to go back to our homes, we'll be killed. If there is something you can do, please, I'm begging you, help us. Goodbye. Goodbye, I guess. Please, if you have a chance, can you please look into the troubles in the Peninsula? We have no one else to turn to. And I guess they're all gonna say that. Alright, guard.
Well met.
The whaling's taking its soul beyond the gate slide, making it a dangerous place. Lady Erikson has ordered us to restrict access. In other words, if you want access to the Peninsula district, you're gonna need quarantine clearance. Understood? Lady Erikson has assigned me to temporary militia duty. Aye, those word she's hiring us an adventurers to help fill the ranks. What can I do for you then? Well, can you answer any questions about the Peninsula district? I suppose I can answer a few questions for you, lad. Go ahead. Is there any way I can help out in there? Well, Commander Sabille came tearing through here on militia orders a while ago back. But I probably shouldn't be talking about that. There are enough rumors in the city already, without me adding to them. Look, I'm here to help, remember? Sorry, but you have to go through official channels, and that means talking to Commander Sabille directly. Apparently he set up headquarters somewhere in the district. How bad is it in there? Pretty bad. I certainly wouldn't want to go unequipped. Gate Captain Kip can brief you once you're on the other side. Is there any places I should look out for in the Peninsula district? There's not much there, to be honest. The prison at the top of the rise and all. Most reputable folk and businesses steer clear. You should probably talk to Gate Captain Kip on the other side. He can fill you in. And I don't need any more general questions from you, so I'll just go on my way. The Peninsula district. Alright.
Well met.
If you're going to head into the Peninsula, keep your head up. There's been a prison break, and the place is crawling with trouble. How did they escape? Rumor is that Captain Elephant, the head jailer, set them free. Makes no sense to me. He was a good man and ran a tight ship. Where is this prison? Southwest of here, at the top of the hill. It commands a great view from the harbour. Not that the prisoners ever get to see it. Are there any areas still safe? Zeta Sabille is in charge of the operation. The prisoners have her pretty much penned in, but she's managed to secure a headquarters in the southeast. If you're looking to help, I'd recommend you go see her. She has better information on what's going on than I do. Does the militia have a plan of attack? For now, everyone's just trying to figure out what's going on. Someone's going to have to go into that prison though, and get to the bottom of it. Oh, thanks for the warning. If you want to thank me, go talk to Sabille at the headquarters. You could definitely use your help cleaning up the head jailer's mess. Indeed you do. Right, so is there anything I can loot on this side? Because it's a D&D game, and you must loot everything, even if you are a good alignment. Ooh, a forlorn woman.
'Tis a pleasure to speak with you.
Who are you? I hope you're a guard. We need more around here. There's trouble in the prison and nobody is doing anything about it. Shouldn't the prison officials handle it? You'd think that. Commander Elephant is the head jailer there. He's always been so kind to us. He was a good man once. What do you mean once? Oh, nothing. I don't know who to trust these days. Please tell me. I'm here to help. Yeah, part of this, the most scary words in the world. I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Oh, very well. The prisoners who escaped saying that it was head jailer himself who set them loose. The prison, eh? How do I get there? Just wind your way up the top of the peninsula. The guards walk that path twice a day, though I suppose it's a fair bit more dangerous now. Don't worry, man. I'll look into it. It's good there are still decent folk about in these times. Best of luck to you then. Yeah, and just because I'm good, I'm not gonna bother rifling through your armoire. Because I'm good like that. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.